Hey everybody, this is Justin out in my buddy's workshop here in the Great Pacific Northwest, and just got back from camping, and I got this ferro rod that has come apart. Common problem. So today I'm going to show you a method that I saw on how to make like a natural super glue or natural epoxy using pine resin to go ahead and fix that back pretty solid. So let's take a look at the materials we need. Okay guys, if anybody's followed Creek Stewart or seen his TV show, you might have caught him and seen him do this exact repair on a striker. That's where I got the idea from it. So we're going to try this out today and see how well it works. You might have seen my review on this Coghlan's Flint Striker. I think it's pretty good as a striker. Just the one weak point was this blob of whatever glue they used or epoxy, which didn't hold this in very well. I tried super gluing it and that didn't work, so we're going to try this method today. What I did is I took my handy dandy Camillus issue knife here, and I went ahead and I scraped out all the garbage residue that's left in there. So it's just plastic. It's a little bit loose, but pretty form-fitting, so hopefully that'll be just right. Then what you want to do is go ahead and find, I found a pine tree here. You can read up on this and see what wood and what resin work well, but I just happen to have a pine tree here, and I took some sap off of it. Not quite hard enough. I'm not sure what the scientific qualification for resin is, but we'll try that, see how well that works. Then I got my matchbox here. Same thing, it's like a pine wood for this matchstick. So the basic principle is we're going to burn this, get the carbon, mix it in with this stuff, kind of melt it, and it should turn into kind of a hard epoxy. We're going to put it on the end of this and go ahead, and it doesn't look like a whole lot, but there's not a whole lot of gap or space in here, and we're just going to kind of squish it in there, let it dry, and see if it holds. There we go. So we're just going to kind of let that burn down a little bit. We want a bunch of carbon. Try to get that matchstick to burn as much as possible here. Oh, that's not too bad. So I'm going to take that, and I think the easiest way to do this is going to be to put this on the end, or we can mix it in here. So go ahead and take this, kind of crumble this up, and I'm just going to kind of mix this in here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this together right here, scrape some more in there, and I take this and I'll put it on the end of the ferro rod here. Try to get some more on there. Yeah, it's nice and black. And then what I'm going to do is, got this lighter here, I'm just going to kind of heat this up a little bit. I don't want it to drip off here. Oh, and it lights. So that should be good. That's nice and shiny, black. It's got the stuff in there. It's emitting a wonderful pine smell, so we're going to go ahead and stick that in and just kind of move it, turn it a little bit, squish it around in there. Hopefully it'll come down the sides. There's not a whole lot of gap in there, and I can feel it's already kind of a little bit hard. Let's see if we can scrape some in here. Scrape a little more off. Kind of scrape it around the edges here. Try to get any gaps that it didn't maybe go into. Maybe just apply a little bit of heat. This is plastic. We don't want to apply too much there. Just enough. Okay. Just enough to warm that up. Get it pliable. Let it bond. Alright, so I'm going to turn that around, squish it all around, put some pressure on it, and then we're going to set it down. We're going to leave it let it dry, see if that bonds.
Okay, everybody, I've let this sit for about a day. Now, I did later go ahead and burn some more of that match to get some more carbon. I took this apart, mixed it in again, lit it again, and blew it out, and then squished it back in there, moved it around, just to get the right mix. I mean, it started hardening up, but it still felt a little pliable. So, you know, like any epoxy, you just have to find the right combination. We got pine trees here. There's also a what looks like a cedar tree here, which I'm sure you can do the same thing. But like I said, you're just going to have to play with the mix and find out what the best combination is. But I'm going to say, you know, this isn't coming apart. This method does apparently work. So here's the proof test here. We're just going to hold that. And I'm going to say that that works. So that's the Creek Stewart method for Nature's Super Glue Epoxy. Whether it's his method or whether he got it someplace else, we got it from Creek, so we'll give credit to Creek there. And definitely check out some of his other tricks on his show, which I think is on the Weather Channel there, Fat Guys in the Woods. So right before the commercial breaks, they have little tricks, and that one apparently works. We've just proved that. So anyway, this is Justin out in my buddy's workshop, and we'll see you next time.